Thank you again for having me. So, like Frank said, my name is Kristen Baker, and I'm the chapter founder of Mindful Mornings. So, before I get into what Mindful Mornings is and why I do think it's important for the community, let me tell you a little bit more about myself. So, I moved here a little over 4.5 years ago, and immediately fell in love with the city, the community, the people, the landscape. I'm sure you all are aware. Beautiful snow too, right, in October. And so I began working. I had the opportunity to attend Leadership Pikes Peak class LNOW of class of 2017. Best class ever. Anyone else have the chance to attend an LPP or LNOW class? Well, I did it last year. Oh, okay. I was like, I'm not in it now. But then you know that every class is the best class ever, and if you have it, I do recommend that you look into it. That's my shameless plug. I'm not here to talk about LNOW or LPP, but it did really change the path of my life, and it has led me to where I am today. So Mindful Mornings is an interactive speaker series for do-gooders who aspire to create a more well world. It's our mission to connect the people with the heart and the soul to change the world with the content and community to make it happen. So from executives, executive directors, yogis, stay-at-home moms, elected officials, business leaders, everyone is welcome. We are a place to gather for those who want to make the world a better place just by the compassionate lives that they choose to lead. So these do-gooders will meet on the first Friday of every month for 1 hour. We'll collaborate, we'll learn from, we'll support each other, and we'll get inspired by each other, the work that's happening in the community for all living things, and then we have a guest speaker. So we're united by a shared mission, not a shared mindset. So with it being an interactive speaker series, that just means that we have a different speaker every forum, similar to 1 Million Cups that we're all familiar with here. We'll have our speaker, we'll have a Q&A, but our speakers are there to tell their stories. So we're storytellers at Mindful Mornings. We're not an activist rally. Sorry, I'm getting the hand in the ear. We're not an activist rally or a sales pitch. People come to hear the stories of the speakers and the stories that have manifested as a byproduct of the work that they are doing. So another unique aspect of Mindful Mornings is that we don't announce the speaker ahead of time. We like to keep the speaker a secret because obviously everyone loves surprises, right? But mainly because we want to avoid singing to our own choirs. We want to encourage people to gather without expectations of an exact outcome, but rather just the promise of compassionate community, compelling content, and time for reflection. I was called to Mindful Mornings for several reasons. Mainly, I had seen a lot of the disconnect present in the community through the class I was able to take, the Leadership Pikes Peak. I was able to work on several initiatives with several nonprofits, and there's a lot of lack of collaboration and communication. I felt like, so I always knew I wanted to get involved, and I knew how now. I needed to create that space where we could start conversation of a unified city. Mindful Mornings is here to bridge the gap between intention and action and tear down silos and start conversation on how we can maximize our efforts and make the largest positive impact on Colorado Springs. I want it to be a gathering place for those who have a similar soul set, not necessarily a similar mindset, because when we continue to surround ourselves with others who think like we do, our personal growth and the growth of the community is limited. People are different, and for a good reason. And we need to recognize that we all have different strengths and weaknesses, different skills, different experiences, different backgrounds, and different stories, and different ideas on how to solve a problem. So we need to rally together. There's plenty of resources and people to help and lives to change here in Colorado Springs. So we need to cultivate an effort based on abundance rather than fear and lack thereof. We need to tear down those silos and start the conversation of maximizing our efforts. I really want Mindful Mornings to be that place where we hear those stories and we feel inspired and compelled to take action and to make change. I think now more than ever, we need to encourage collaboration. We need to amplify the voices of those doing good works and create that space where we can maximize the efforts being done here. So I challenge us, let's rally the community together, right? Let's work smarter, not harder. Let's embrace abundance and diversity. Let us be like mission, not necessarily like-minded. So we'll have our next meeting. I mentioned that we meet on the first Friday of every month. So that's coming up this Friday. I know it's a little short notice, but I do hope everyone will be there. I can't tell you who's speaking, but I will tell you that everyone here may know who the speaker is, and they may have something to do with 1 million cups. Not looking at anyone particular right now, but you'll have to come this Friday, 9 a.m. We're meeting at Welcome Fellow on 616 North Tejon. So they're currently one of our space sponsors. It is a volunteer effort, so we we're looking for sponsors. We have our coffee sponsors, Switchback Coffee Roasters, and we'll have some tasty treats from Switchback's Sweet Elizabeth's Organics Bakery. So I do hope you all can come. Again, we'll be meeting this Friday, November 2nd at 9 a.m. at Welcome Fellow.